So we are solving another cubic inequality. Here it is right here. We're being asked to solve this for it is greater or equal to 0. The first thing I did was kind of write it in plain English. When is this function above or touching the x-axis? And again, what you can notice is that it's in a different form to what we're used to dealing with. Normally, we're used to seeing 3 factors here. But at the moment, we've got this quadratic. So the first thing I'm going to ask myself is whether or not I can factorize this quadratic. And I can use my discriminant to tell me this. So my discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. B in this case will be 1, so it's going to be 1 squared minus 4. My a is also going to be 1, and my c is going to be 10. So it's going to be 1 minus 40, which is going to be equal to negative 39. Once I've got that, that is proof that there is no real roots because it's negative. So no real roots for that quadratic, which means my only x-intercept is going to be 4 minus x. If I set that equal to 0, 4 minus, oh, that's not a minus. If I went 4 minus x, if I set that equal to 0, 4 is going to be equal to x. So therefore my only x-intercept is x equals 4. So I can come over here and put that in right there. That's going to be 4 right there. I now need to graph it, but before we do that, we need to consider whether or not if I was to expand this, what is the sign going to be in front of my x cubed? I can look up here and I can see I have a negative x and I have x squared. If I was to multiply those together, I'm going to end up with negative x cubed. So what that means is my graph is going to start over here. It's going to come here, then come down and look something like that. No, oh, let me try that again. We can make this prettier. Something like that. That's actually a beautiful graph right there. Right there. But remember, the graph isn't the answer, so it doesn't need to look pretty. Now I can simply highlight what I'm after. So I'm after things that are above or touching the x-axis. So here it's above the x-axis. Here it is, above the x-axis. And I'm also including where it's touching the x-axis because it's greater than or equal to. Having done that, I can now answer this. Remember, you can write your answer in 2 different ways, as an inequality or as interval notation. So I could say that this is when x is less than or equal to 4 as one of my answers. So let's put a red box around that. And the other way I can write my answer is using interval notation. So this would be x is an element of negative infinity all the way to 4, and I'm including 4 there. So that is my other way of writing this down. Perfect. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you. Remember, do not find the y-intercept. That would be a waste of time. Your graph is merely a tool to help you get the answers. I'll see you in the next video.